Being beautiful inside and out is what makes a woman timeless. Using a cosmetic range makes you look good, right? But using an ethical one makes you look even better. Think about that. That's why I'm so very proud Timeless Women have collaborated with Delilah. Delilah is an award-winning British beauty brand, loved for its luxurious yet effortless approach to modern makeup, including being named Best British Makeup Brand for 3 consecutive years. Delilah products are designed to bridge the gap between skincare and makeup, combining skin-loving ingredients with high-performance formulas, right, that enhance natural beauty effortlessly. Now, these days, I'm starting all my days with the amazing Wake Up Eye Perfector, which is a great base for any concealer. Really hydrates, really softens. It's really fun. And you do feel awake. You look awake. You look like, I've had 20 hours sleep. Fabulous. What I really love about Delilah is that they're cruelty-free, vegan, and a certified B Corp. You know how important that is to me. I love animals. I adore animals. I love them and I hate how humans treat them. Delilah has been cruelty-free since day one. No compromise, and is proudly vegan and PETA approved. Delilah is committed to creating better beauty and kindness, responsibility and transparency. And that's why I'm so thrilled to have them on board. Just go to delilahcosmetics.com. That's delilahcosmetics.com, or simply follow the links in the show notes here. Check out their absolutely incredible, amazing range. I know I keep going on, but that's how amazing they are. Check out all their amazing products, including the best-selling Wake Up collection that blends skincare and makeup seamlessly to create glowing, radiant skin. Very lightweight as well. Easy-to-wear formulas, designed for everyday use and for everyday confidence at any age, darling. Timeless, you might say. And remember to be sure to use the promo code Timeless15, which is only for this podcast, not for any other promotions that Delilah have on offer. It's Timeless15, which will get you 15% off fully priced items and non-sale products. That's delilahcosmetics.com. Delilah Cosmetics, all one word, lowercase.com. Oh, take the glasses off. That's
Good
Billy.
glasses.
I'm
gonna say, I can't hear yours. Mine are just going mental. Well, one of them's going mental. 3 of them are really well behaved. One of them is not.
Oh, darling Tuuli. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to Timeless Women with me, Collette Cooper, vocalist and actor. And in this podcast, I talk to amazing, independent, inspiring women, and it's powered by Delilah. Today, I'm having a cuppa with Tuuli, founder and owner of Tuuli Tea. Go on, put the kettle on and join us. How are you, my darling?
Okay, how are you?
You look gorgeous.
Thank you, so do you.
So what's been going on? Tell me about you and the Tuuli Tea.
It's good. It's. I think if the way I look at it is that if I can survive as a small business this insane time, both economically, politically, and everything now, then it's okay, because I think it's all around, but it's going okay.
It's definitely tough times, isn't it? I'm going to make this bigger.
It is.
That's
I think
better.
for everybody.
It's definitely tough times for everyone, isn't it? I mean, everyone's like hustling, trying to get everything done. It's a one big hustle. It's just businesses everywhere.
And I also think, exactly, and I think that everyone's struggling financially, but also I think that we live in such a noisy world, because there's so much to consume, whether it's on our phones or media or anything, everything. And podcasts. It's all quite noisy. To try and get your business's head above the parapet is quite challenging amongst the noise.
Yeah, do
you know, and I think
you're so right. Yeah. You just hit the nail on the head. Amongst the noise, trying to get your business because also everything's saturated now. So everything you see, everything's online, on your phones, on social media. There's so much of everything. So you're like, there's so much of everything.
And especially in this crazy world, when something crazy happens, which is on a daily basis, the noise around it, because everyone wants to post about it and talk about it, and that's good and bad in maybe not equal measures, but it's both good and bad. And so that, again, trying to cut through that noise because there's so much insanity
Yeah.
in the world is quite hard. And I think that also we live in a world where we're all learning on the job every single day. There's a new development in terms of the way we communicate with each other and the way we work. And so it's great for our brains. We're learning all the time.
Yeah, but it's also there's always something you need towards that job. You always say, "Oh, do I need to get that now to help me further?
I know,
Oh, I've got to do
exactly.
that now.
Exactly.
I've got to." Oh, it's constant. But we'll definitely be talking more about Tuuli Tea because we all love. We're huge fans, aren't we, of Tuuli Tea? I've had the other box. You know, I had about 3 boxes. I've got the other box. But it's so amazing. I like looking at them all and going, "Oh, what one shall I have today? Oh,
Well, that's why I did the collection
pass
boxes, 'cause
out."
there we go. That's the basically it's got loads of herbs for sleep in it, but also
Yeah,
some hibiscus, which is high in antioxidants. So, if let's say you've had maybe some fun times,
yeah.
you have that before you go to bed, and the hibiscus mops up some of the toxins in your system.
It's so brilliant, isn't it? That's probably one of my favorites. That I like that.
Yeah, it's a good
There's a
one.
couple. It's the wake
Even
up one as
Rankin
well.
drinks it, and he doesn't even like tea. So
How is the hubby? How is he? How is he going? Is he good?
he is in LA at the moment.
Yeah.
He came back on Saturday for 4 days for a
Yeah.
couple of jobs, and then he's back to LA. And then I'm going to LA to join him a week on Saturday. So
Okay.
yes,
Good.
just for a week.
Where will you stay? Where will you stay? Somewhere safe.
So he's got an Airbnb.
Okay.
It's
Good.
just, I think when you're staying anywhere for a long time, I mean, it's staying in a hotel, it's not the same. You don't feel at home,
No.
so he likes to get an Airbnb.
Just
But
make
yeah.
sure. Just make sure you both put on a very strong American accent so you don't get arrested by ICE. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm about to fill in my Esther, and I'm anxious about it. I'm like, oh,
If they come near, just go, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" Yeah. Just say
I
that.
think that's the
Okay,
one thing
okay.
I cannot do is accent. I cannot. I'm far too British.
But you know what? Do you know what though? You still look the same. So I'm going to say this, right? So every Christmas now, one of our favorite Christmas films, as we know, is Love Actually. And how old's Love Actually? How old's that film?
It's like over 20 years.
Yeah,
It was I guess it was in 2001 that we shot it, maybe.
yeah.
Was it 2001? Yeah, or maybe 2002. Maybe it came out in 2000. Anyway, I'm
Well,
terrible at dates.
well,
But yes, it's over 20
Tuuli,
years ago.
well, Tuuli is in this film, and she's amazing, and she's one of the gorgeous women, the one that really stands out, the most gorgeous one. They're all gorgeous, but Tuuli stands out the most. And she's behind. Oh, what's his Bill Nye? What was
Bill
his?
Nye. I'm
Yeah,
one of his Santa girls.
yeah, it's
Basically,
Santa
the
Claus.
whole idea, yeah,
Yeah, and he's
they wanted to make blonde versions
of
of the Robert Palmer Addicted to Love
exactly.
film,
And Tuli's
but
there,
just Santa
and
girls.
she stands out, and but she literally hasn't changed since that day. She looks exactly. She looks. I've seen you in the flesh, in broad daylight, in the mornings. She looks exactly the
On the heath,
same
in the
on the
rain.
hay, in the rain, with her wellies on. She looks exactly the same. She has not changed. You haven't changed. She looks exactly the same. But that's the highlight when I watch that film. Julie's going on now. Yeah, oh, there she is. But that's because of the health. Oh, you're really into health, herbs.
Yeah,
And you do a lot of yoga, and besides
exactly.
all besides all your modeling, you've got your yoga,
I
you've
do
got your
credit
tea.
yoga, exactly. Lots of going upside down, all the blood rushing to your face. I mean, when you practice hot yoga and if you do it with some intensity, I always say this when people come out and go, my face is so red. I'm like, that's essentially an oxygen facial you've had on the side of your lovely
Exactly.
yoga session.
Do you know what?
But yeah, I've been teaching hot yoga for now 12. Is it 12? Yes, 12
Yeah,
years coming up. Quite a
yeah.
long time.
I do need to come to your hot yoga class because the thing is,
Well, I'm no
I
longer in
own.
Primrose Hill now,
Oh,
sadly.
where are you?
That building burnt down.
Oh yes, the building
Yes.
burnt down. Why did it
Anyway,
burn?
it's a long story, but yes,
Well,
no,
how did it burn down? Was the yoga that hot? Jesus
it was such
Christ!
hot yoga. It was hot, hot.
The hot yoga burnt the building down. Jesus Christ! What? Good job, I didn't go.
No, the jokes. There were many jokes.
I
Once
know.
we found out that no one was hurt, there were many jokes.
That goes no joke. I love that. So the building on the corner.
I know, I
What
know. So
happened?
the fire started in the old Primrose Hill train station, I believe.
Right.
And yes, it's spread. And I think
Gosh.
sadly, because of the positioning of it, I think it would just be too hard to rebuild.
Oh
So anyway, it's
no.
okay. And yeah,
But
there's other lovely studios, but
but
yes.
where are you then? Where's your studio so I can
I'm in
come to
Ladbroke
yours?
Grove. So Fierce Grace has
Okay.
reopened and actually opened a lovely sort of flagship studio
Yeah.
in Ladbroke Grove. It's only open 2 weeks, I suppose. So I've been mainly teaching there anyway.
Okay.
It's a lovely studio. It's
But they've got
nice.
hot
It gives
yoga though. Do they have hot
Yes,
yoga?
they've got three studios. So,
Yeah.
Fierce Grace, which is the hot, Fierce Body, which is more to do with strength building, and then Fierce
Yeah.
Soul, which is a lovely meditative space where our lovely friend Zoe Clues is going to be doing some lovely group hypnotherapy there as well.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. I love that.
in the Fabulous Women family.
I love that she's doing that. I love that she's doing that.
I
But
know.
I really need to I did because I used to do hot yoga quite a lot. It's the only yoga I like actually, if I'm honest. Okay, it was the only yoga I can focus on because I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I always tend to lose focus. But and I love hot yoga and do you know what? It's so true. It's just the heat, the sweating. It just keeps you looking so. And I notice even if I haven't been for a run, if I haven't been for a run or I haven't played netball my face changes. It's not as tight. It's not as well. It's not as
Yeah.
tight at the moment because I haven't been
How is
doing the
playing
sport.
netball in this weather? Going back to the British conversation of the West.
Well, okay. I
Please
generally
slide.
I play indoors even through. I generally
Oh,
play
fine. Okay.
indoors
That's a
even
good
through
decision.
summer. Yeah, and then because you work up that sweat, your face is bright red, but
But also
it's
lovely
just
in team activity.
yeah. But I've got to come to Ladbroke Grove then. What nights is it? Tuesdays still? No, Tuesdays.
No, I've changed to Monday nights and Friday mornings. But if you ever want to
Okay.
come, I can drive you.
Yeah,
I'll
please.
just
Oh,
pick
would
you up on the
you?
way.
Oh, would
Yeah,
you do
totally.
that? Oh God. And so
No,
is it
but you're literally on my way.
exactly. Is it like an hour? Is it like an hour?
The classes, yes, they're only an hour. It's okay. I'm not going to kill you
Okay.
for an hour and a half.
Okay. So an hour I can
Pace
definitely
have
go.
changed since pre-COVID. Most of our classes were 90 minutes, but post-COVID, they now generally max 75 minutes, but mostly 60. It's interesting how
Yeah,
we've
isn't that
adapted.
that's what I mean? It's so
Mm,
isn't that weird? Everything
yeah,
changed from with
we changed.
everything, just everything changed from COVID and lockdown, just like the way we think our attention span, everything. We were talking about this. About, it's just like, why is that? It's just, we just, can you remember binge watching everything during lockdown on Netflix?
During COVID.
Yeah, during COVID. Do you remember? Well, we
Oh my
didn't.
God, yes.
Binge,
And it was our only collective thing that we all were then like talking about
yeah. But
whatever it is that we binge watch, whether it was normal people or what else
yeah,
did we
but
binge watch?
I can't
Football
remember.
series.
Yeah, but can you remember everything? I can't. Sometimes things come up now and I'll go, this like sounds interesting. I go, have we seen this? I can never
I
remember the name because we watched so much
watch so much.
at that
And I think
time. Our
collectively
brains
a lot of our memories.
took up a lot of our memories. That's quite strange,
Yeah.
isn't it? So what about the modelling?
So
Are you doing more modelling? Because you should be. You're still
I'm
modelling, aren't you? Come
I
on.
think I'm not. I don't have an agency at the moment. If Rankin needs someone to do a test shoot for something that no one else will volunteer for, I'm just like wheeled in. But
Yeah, but why? But I don't understand why you don't have an agent at the moment. Because why can't you can still model? You're
don't
fantastic
know actually. I guess I'm at the moment in all honesty, I think I'm probably too busy
to,
because actually your availability has to be
all
I
the
just remember
time.
when I had an agency, they'd say, "Can you do this? Can you do this?" And it was always quite clashy with time because as well as teaching yoga and running my business,
Yeah,
I'm also in Egypt quite a lot, running yoga and
I
horse retreat.
I know. I want to
So it
talk about
does.
this.
It's quite nice.
Oh my,
You'll love who set. So the reason I'm working is a company called Ride Egypt,
yeah,
and I got to know them online on Instagram because there was videos of horses galloping in deserts, and of
yeah,
course I love that. The first thing that anyone ever really says when I talk about riding in Egypt is they talk about the horse welfare because it has got a reputation for the horses around the pyramids, for example, are not treated brilliantly.
oh
The
God,
woman that runs
okay,
Ride Egypt, the reason I got really started being invested in her is because she was posting about this horse, one of her horses called Luna, who had broken her shoulder. And
right.
usually that would mean the horse's life would be
Over.
essentially over. Instead
Yeah.
of that, what Emma did was took Luna to Cairo because she's based in Luxor. She's got amazing surgeons. Luna now lives a life of absolute gorgeous retirement
I
in the
love
most
that.
beautifully sawdusted stall in Luxor. I visited Luna, and
Love
that's how
that.
I got basically really invested in Ride Egypt. So not only does she look after her horses like they are, I mean, kings and queens isn't enough of a description, like they're beyond, but also she does a lot of education around animal welfare, not just
I
horses,
love
but
that.
dogs in
I
Egypt.
love her. I love her. Love her.
No, I knew you would. I knew
Yeah.
you would. She's
Love her.
so exactly what
Yeah.
you. So I went out to do one of her trips, and then we've started working together where I do the odd hosting trip with her, and it's absolutely fantastic because I've ridden since I was young, and it's riding in the most beautiful landscape. And I
Oh,
always feel that seeing a country on horseback is one of the best ways to see a country because you go at a
absolutely.
wonderful speed and you feel like you're part of it rather than viewing it through a tourist lens. So it's amazing.
I
And
mean,
I'm
I've
very,
seen,
very, very lucky.
you're very lucky. I've seen the photos, obviously. I've seen the photos. I've seen the videos. it's pretty mind blowing, isn't it?
It's
It's
mind
like
blowing. So she
something
does a
out of a
ride.
film. You know,
Exactly.
it's like,
Exactly. So there's a place called the White Desert, which is part of the Western Desert, so west of Cairo. And it's only been recently opened to the public. And she's the only person that offers horseback trips in the White Desert. And it's basically this limestone desert with these formations of limestone that are kind of carved by the wind.
oh my
And
God.
it looks like you're on the moon. I've done
Oh,
now 3 there, and every time I cannot believe it exists.
oh my
And then
God.
right, so yeah, I'm a bit obsessed. Sorry, I'm going on and on about it, but it's
No,
because I love
do.
it so
So
much.
what? Okay, so you do this. So do they? Oh, that retreat is for people who that you can. Like me, I could go there. What would I do? I'd go pay. I'd be to be part of this amazing
So
experience.
it's
How does
mostly
it
for riders,
work?
but also we offer for non-riders as well because I
Right.
teach yoga at amazing places. So if you're a rider, then you ride the horses in all these different places. So her trips, she has multi-destination trips. So you can go to Luxor, Cairo, Hurghada, Dahab, the
Yeah.
deserts, etc. If you're a non-rider, while people are riding, obviously Egypt is so full of
Mm,
extraordinary places. So while we're riding around the pyramids, the non-riders will go in the pyramids.
get
While
it.
we're riding in the White Desert, the non-riders are gallivanting in 4x4s at great speeds.
Yeah.
It's actually it's open to both
That's
because Egypt's
amazing.
the Have you ever been to Egypt?
A long, 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 long time ago. A long time ago. Yeah. Long time
It's a
ago.
very magical place, I would
Yeah.
say, because
Long, long. Have you
its
been to
history
Egypt,
is
Mike?
so.
You've been to Egypt? No. Yeah, it is magical. I didn't get to see it as much as I should have done because I'd gone to like Lebanon and places like that. So everything was
I
very
want to go to Lebanon.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, Lebanon's pretty amazing as well. But so I'd gone, it was very kind of like, it was very, very quick. It was like a day thing,
Yeah.
really. But I would like to
Mm.
really go and spend time there. But what about, so you do yoga there? So it is a yoga retreat out there.
It's a yoga retreat. It's primarily on horses, and then
Yeah,
the yoga's there to support mostly the riders, because even if you're a regular
yeah.
rider in the UK, you're not generally used to long, long days in the saddle. And so often people after a couple of days are like, "Arr!" So it's basically just wonderful supportive stretches, building a little bit of strength, but stretching and loosening the tight muscles that you get when you're in the saddle most of the day. So
Oh, this
it's
is,
actually a very nice combination. It's not like crazy vinyasa while you've been on a horse for 6 hours, because that would be too much.
but yeah, that's
But it's a
so
really lovely combination.
That's really amazing. So if I was to book, I would book what for a week? Could I go for a week or is it a 3 day
We do lots of
thing?
different options. So what Emma's amazing at is creating either personal trips, if you have enough of a group of people, but also, for example, when I'm going in March, one of the trips I'm doing is it's either a 4 day trip or it's a 7 day trip,
Right,
depending on what you want. So you
right.
can just do the desert, or you can extend to Dahab or to Luxor or somewhere else. So
We
it's
need to put
yeah.
this in the show notes, Mike, and the link to this because this is amazing. This is really
Because
amazing.
basically it gives people the option to explore as much as they want of Egypt. And there is so much to see, obviously.
Yes.
Luxor is one of the most magical
I definitely
places.
want to
It's
go
so
back to Egypt. I want to see it properly, not as a,
it's just because
like a,
it's yeah. I'm a bit waxy lyrical about it, but it's always feels like you're standing in a place of such extraordinary history because you
oh,
are, and
I
it
would always feel
has
like
that
I'm in,
magical quality.
I'd feel like I was in an Agatha Christie film. That's always, I always
Yes,
think of Egypt.
exactly. Death on the Nile.
Death on the Nile, Death on the Nile. But what about, so how are you through that? So this Death on the Nile. How often do you do that then now? Because it seemed like you did
So
quite a
it only
lot
just
last year.
started. I did I was there in October for, I think it was in total 2 trips, so two and a
Yeah.
half weeks. And then I'm going in March for 3 weeks, so it'll probably span about 3 weeks. But yeah,
So you're going to
I
do
mean, I
this
could do
maybe.
more, but
That's what I mean. You're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to move out there. Next time I see you, you'll be like,
yeah, I've
oh,
got four
I've got a
dogs,
flat in one of the
Collette.
pyramids.
Oh
I've got
yes,
this
and
in
a
the.
husband.
Oh,
Got
I
four
forgot
dogs
about.
and a
Yeah,
husband.
I forgot about the husband. Yeah. Oh, it's great these
Yeah,
pyramids. I'm having a great
responsibility.
time. But would you, for example, would you? So you're planning to? Would you plan to do that like maybe 4 times a year, 5 times a year? Well,
The
or
thing is, it's very seasonal anyway because you can only
yeah,
ride. I think well, late September, first of yeah, end of September to last week in April, just because of the heat. So
yeah,
it's so
it gets really
seasonal.
hot. Oh, you're so
It gets really.
oh, Tully, you're so lucky to do that. I want to go. I
No,
really would love. I mean, listen,
so
I'm not the.
lucky.
I can horse ride. I can, but not like you.
Can
You grew up.
you?
Yes, I have been on a few
But-
horses, but
And
yeah,
what
no.
do you think of it?
Oh, well, I'm a Sagittarius. I mean, I'm half horse. So I. I'm Sagittarius. I love
The
horse
best answer
riding.
I've ever
Yeah,
had.
I love horse riding. I love horses. I love them. I love horse riding. I haven't been though for a long time, so I'd be a bit like, oh, I might fall off. But I've never fallen off a horse. But
No.
I'm not
So,
experienced like you. I'm not experienced like
so
you.
that's the other thing that Emma's ex and her team are exceptional at.
Yeah,
They're very good at matching horses to riders
yeah,
and coping with everybody's abilities, etc. And the thing I love about riding as well, it's like it's so meditative. It's a bit like
yeah,
skiing and a bit like yoga. Well,
yeah,
actually, no, yeah, meditative like yoga, but it's like skiing in the sense that you have to concentrate on what you're doing, otherwise you might die. So
yeah. Well,
it's like
exactly. Oh, I'd love
you
to do
have to
that.
just walk
Yeah.
down a mountain. So
You might die. Exactly. Got to
head
focus here.
into
Got to
your body.
focus. The
But
ADHD.
focus.
You can't have the ADHD on the ski mountain
Exactly.
or on the horse.
It's really good for
Yeah.
my brain
Yeah.
because it makes me, you have to be in your body, you have to concentrate on what you're doing on the horse.
Absolutely.
And that I
I,
find is
oh,
fantastic.
you've inspired me to do more horse riding. I remember, yeah, and again, years and years ago, I was in New Zealand filming this TV series called Gold. And my
Okay.
character, Kathleen, remember this? So it was a costume drama, and I was the, we were actors but prostitutes back then. But it was this costume drama, and when I got the job, when I auditioned for the job, they said, "Are you a very experienced horse rider?" Because the part requires experienced horse riders. So I was like, obviously, I wanted the job. So I was like, oh, experience. I grew up on a horse. I lived on a farm. I'd love, because I was thinking, they always ask things like this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, yeah, I grew up on a hike. Of course I am. Anyway, I got the job. And I remember telling Danny, this guy called Daniel Danny, who was the props guy. He was from London, actually. He was right, oh, Cockney. Me and him got on really well. And I said, so I told him the story. I said, oh, because we had this big scene coming up where we're all riding, and they did the set in the South Island of New Zealand, and it was this beautiful.
Wow.
Think of like an old Western set. So the set was all built for it. It was all like a Western. It looked like an old Western, and and I said to Danny, I said, oh God, how much horse riding have we got to do? Because I told them that I'm a really experienced horse rider and I've been in competitions, races. I mean, I really exaggerated. And he was like, that's so funny. Anyway, the next day I was in my trailer, in my corset and bloomers. And the director came in, Chris, and he knocked on the door and he was like, so Collette, because you're a great horse rider, right? Remember? I was like, yes, yes. I was only young, yes. Because so what we're gonna do today is you are going to run up the back of the horse, you're going to jump on the horse, and you're going to gallop away in the sunset. And I was like, he said, you're all right with it because you're really experienced and you grew up with horses, right? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Of course I can. He goes, great, because we're going to have a little trampoline on the back of the horse. You're going to jump on it and you're going to, like proper stunt stuff. I was like, oh my God.
That's
So anyway,
nuts.
he goes, well, come and get you when you're ready, right? And I was like, yeah. So I was going, oh my God, oh my God. And I had this big corset on, a big little dress, you know, it was all, I was, oh my God, what am I going to do? I was like, oh my God, I have to go and. Anyway, they came to get me. There's my horse, and he goes, don't worry, we got the stunts coordinator there, and we got the horsewoman there, and all these, and Dan, the props guy, my pal, was standing there, a little smirk on his face, and everyone was standing by. And he goes, right, Collette, here's your mark. You stand here. When I say action, you've got to run over, jump on the back of the horse, and just gallop
Oh my
away.
God.
His accent probably wasn't as strong as that, but anyway. So
But it's a great accent that you're doing, so I'm here.
I'm standing there. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to do this. I mean, I've only been on a horse a few times. How am I, not in this capacity either. So the old cameras on and everything. And he went, all right, action. So I picked up my dress. I started running towards the back of this horse with this little step thing on the bottom I'm supposed to spring onto and jump on. I start running, and I'm running because I'm going to do this, right? Because I have to. I lied. And then as I got close, they all started laughing and going, no, no. And obviously Dan, the prop guy, had told them the story. So they wound me up.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like this, oh my God, thank you, thank you.
Amazing.
And they were
But
laughing.
also,
They were like, oh, don't worry. But that was
this
so
is
funny.
exactly what you should do.
I
That's
know.
incredible. Exactly what you should do. You should
And
go,
he's like,
fuck yeah,
he's
I'm
like,
gonna
so
do it. It's fine.
he said, so Collette,
It's
next
so
time you're auditioning and someone asks, can you fly a plane? What are you going to say? I said, well, of course, I'd say
good.
yes, wouldn't I?
I say yes, because I
Well,
want the job.
that's what us
I,
actors do. We just say, oh, yes, we can
yeah,
do that. Yeah, of course we can. We'll think
I
about it.
think
We'll be
I
fine with the
lied
job.
and I said I could roller skate for something, and
Exactly.
I cannot. But it was just like I want the job. It's like, we're freelance, self-employed. We say yes to everything,
Everything, everything. Notorious. Yeah,
everything.
we'll sort that out later, don't we?
Commercial work. I hadn't, at this point, because I moved to London when I was 18, I never learned to drive until I was like 24.
Ah,
And so I did
yes.
it, and I ended up in Argentina, and they had this vintage car. It was just, and they said, so you can drive it. I was like,
Yeah, of
no.
course I can. Oh, no,
They had
I
to get
can't
this
really.
stuff. I was like, sorry. I was such a small part that I just didn't really like, it didn't flag the fact that I didn't have a driver's license or had ever driven a car. And they got this very, very beautiful, dark-skinned, black-haired stunt double.
To drive the car.
From the headquarters.
I bet they were furious.
Suddenly it switches and it's like, suddenly I had a really good tan.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've got quite a few of my actor friends who've actually said, "Oh yeah, I can drive. I've got a license," and then they get the job, and then they said, "Shit!" And I said, "Why did you say that?" And they were like, "Well, I didn't think I'd get the job. I didn't think I'd actually get the job."
Exactly. You just jump through the hoops until you can't jump through another one.
It's
That's what you do.
exactly. It's so true. It's so true. Oh, I'd love to see you in another film, another Christmas
We
film as well.
got the Christmas
I
film. Yeah, they should have wheeled us out for another when they didn't they do a 20-year thing for comic relief? They should have wheeled us out and see if we could like
You'd be able to do that. Do you? You must still get residuals for that though, or did they do a one-off type? They must have come on
Oh, it's funny you should say this
because
because
that's
I have another friend that's in that film, and he's a small part as well. And he's said to me a few years ago, "Isn't it great though?" And I was like, "Well, as models, I mean, I think our fee was so low that you'd cry. It
bastards.
was like, yeah, it was so low, and also
Oh,
considering when every Christmas we are everywhere. There's
and
always an art, there's
oh,
always a picture everywhere.
absolutely
It's
everywhere, and
so
also so pivotal.
outrageous.
That scene is so pivotal. It's like that is the scene.
So my agency was amazing,
Mm.
but this is the one time I feel that they possibly dropped the ball on that one. But
Yeah.
maybe I should claim in
Yeah.
retrospect. Hang on.
Yeah, well, exactly. We've got to be careful about those things, especially Christmas films when they keep them on all the time. I mean, I still get like checks, you get a check, but not a check, but you know what I mean? Like residuals from for that. Look, one I got recently was like, oh, £2. £2.
Ka-ching!
It was show something I was in that was shown in
Cup of
China or
coffee right
something.
there.
£2. There you go. And my agent will send it. Oh, you've got a residual or whatever. I was like, oh, what is it? £2. Well, what did you take
Oh
from
my,
it? £1.70. There you go.
amazing. We're rich.
We're loaded. Oh, but what?
Funny that.
Tell me what your next steps are with Tuuli Tea, because are they in Liberties yet? Are they in Liberty yet? I always say
Well,
Liberties
Liberties,
of
no.
Melbourne. Liberty.
I'm
Why
actually
not?
not concentrating on retail
Okay,
because the
they should be in
margins,
Liberty though. They should be in Liberty. I'm sorry, it's got Liberty written all over them.
it would be good
Selfridges,
if
Liberty.
Harvey Nicks still have a food hall. I would like to be in Harvey Nicks, but
Yes.
the reality is to
Yeah.
be in places, I don't actually know much about being in Liberties, but to be in Selfridges, for example, which is a
Yeah.
great prestige retailer, at this point in time, it would cost me money to be on the shelf.
No, no point.
And God, I just can't be bothered to do that. I'm sorry. I
No,
don't
fair
want to lose
enough.
money,
No,
but to
fair
be
enough.
on
To
Selfridges.
be on the
So
shelf.
yeah, so I'm focusing instead on I'm in a few really good hotels, and
Good.
that's a re
Yes.
margins are great for that. It's lovely. You just pack up an order and send it, and it brings back much more money. So, for example, I'm in a hotel in London called Chateau Denmark. Do you know that hotel? So it's on Denmark's.
Love.
It's very cool. It's, for example, one of their rooms is a where was an old Sex Pistols studio.
Oh my
It's a
God.
fucking cool hotel.
Such a
It's
cool
exactly
hotel.
where I want to be.
And guess what?
So
You need to be in the Albion rooms in Margate, the Libertines Hotel. Well,
yeah,
let's organize that because we record there and
it'd be amazing.
we've got a little jazz club there in the basement and they're friends of
Yes.
ours.
So you're
So
spending a lot of time there now
yeah,
because you've got your
yeah,
house there. So
yeah.
nice.
We spent a lot of time, got a little jazz club. Well, we're back and forth to London, but we do love it here. But
Yeah.
this is the Libertines written all over them. So what I might do, I'm going to organize this for you, okay?
I'll send you some boxes so you can take.
Yeah, let's send some boxes. Let's get it into the hotel because it's a recording studio. They've got hotel rooms where all the artists stay over. Like, that's the place to be, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
hotel's like the other one, totally the place
Yes,
to be.
exactly. And
Punkish.
and it's also like it's a great showcase, really. So
Yeah.
it gets the word out there, but also it's, as I said, just much better orders. So it's just that thing of like, I'm not the cheapest of tea,
No,
and
but
people have a amount of money, and so it's just finding the routes to market that work really. And at the moment, wholesale to places like hotels, bars, cafes, really good.
perfect.
So
Well, I'm going to help. Ooh, talking about that then. Okay. It's a touchy subject though, as we know, Hampstead area. So basically, all the cafes have been being
yeah.
bought out by the Daisy Green Group. Do you know about this, don't you? Of course, like the Parliament Hill Cafe. So the
Oh my
Parliament,
God, yes.
you do know this.
Yes. Of
Yeah,
course. I mean, my WhatsApp group, because we've got a very lively neighborhood
yeah,
WhatsApp group
yeah,
with lots of dramas, which I really
yeah,
enjoy just listening in on.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
no, we all got exercised about that and signed
Well,
all the petitions to no avail.
I know. But the thing is, I'm in two minds because the thing, well, look, we love the community there. It's a great community. But for example, the Parliament Hill Cafe, the people who own it or owned it, run it, they want to get rid of it. They actually do want to get rid of it. They want to
Oh,
get rid of it.
interesting.
But as long as they keep their ice cream parlor bit open. But they actually, because they've got other things, they want to get rid of it. And
Interesting.
I love that cafe because it's old fashioned but
Yeah.
also, wouldn't it be great though if they turned it into a beautiful log vibe cafe with an open fire and cater for vegans and I mean I'm quite up
I'm going to do
for
that. Isn't it an Australian company that's taken it over?
yeah an Australian couple who've got many
Apple,
many
okay.
restaurants and stuff, but they want to do it and
Oh,
they're going to keep all the same staff. They want to use
oh,
they want to yeah, but all they want to do I guess is make it nicer because the cafe on Parliament Hill it is a little bit like a canteen. And every time I go in
it
there,
is. You're right.
I'm a little bit
It could
like,
do better.
I'm
It
like,
could do better.
every time I go in here, it's like, this is a prime spot. This could
Yeah,
be
you're right
so
on that.
cool. I'm like,
Right on
come
that.
on. And I can never get anything to eat there for me, ever, because I'm vegan. I'm
No,
like,
and that's also really frustrating. It really
yeah,
is
and they never
frustrating.
do they never do any other milk other than milk. And I'm like, but
Really?
yeah, you can't. Oh, they do soy milk, but I don't have soy milk. And I'm just like, I
That's
know
the
I'm
one.
sounding really. I know people are going to be hate me what I'm saying now,
No, but it's
but
like
but
it's you
you
should
know,
in this day and age you should be able to cater for vegans. Come on.
yeah, exactly. And I
Not
do
a
because
big
I
ask.
love animals. And the thing is, I just don't understand if why anyone would be upset that they would do that cafe up and make it really amazing and cool. Get Tuuli Tea in there. I think that particular cafe definitely needs a kick up their bum. And the owners are
Oh,
happy for
that's
them
true.
to
I didn't
take
think about that. I
over.
only got it the perspective of my neighbors who've been here for decades, who've,
Exactly. Well, they don't
that's
like
the perspective.
change. They don't like change, and I get it. They don't like
But
change,
no,
but
when you put it like that, I do really understand that
yeah.
because let's put it this way, it could be better.
It could be better. And the thing is, they'll help with, more culture and more artists and creative people. They're really
Yeah,
into that. And I think that'd be great. They could have like daytime art exhibitions on the Heath
yeah,
or
that would
just,
be
or have
lovely.
local artists work on the wall, you know,
Yeah,
promote and support the community, like have Tuli's Tea in there, have my albums in there, we've got a record player. That,
yes. Come on, have a record player and
you know what I
do jazz
mean?
night.
Yeah, and that couple, the couple
That's
are
true.
really up for doing that. They're up to for supporting the community,
That's
but
very
there's
cool.
such a big thing over it. It's like, oh, come on,
But people will move on. They'll find their next cause.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we probably. I mean, my friends, my friends, his mom, she's of a certain age group now. She's older, and she lives right on like Parliament Hill area, and she's one of the biggest complainers of it. She goes, oh, and they're taking. I said, yeah, but it could be a good thing. It's not like they're stealing it from the guy. They're going to keep his
Yeah,
ice. They're going to keep his
I
family
do
ice
understand
cream.
that.
They decided they're going to keep, as a family-run ice cream place. They're keeping his ice
Okay.
cream. They're keeping the same staff if they want it. If they want the
Yeah,
jobs,
yeah.
and they'll help with the community. I'm for it. Sorry, I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm for it. I keep thinking, make it
She
into like a
stated her
yeah,
opinion and
yeah,
she's sticking to
exactly. I keep
it.
thinking, make it into a log cabin vibe, hidden on the heath.
You're going to be going there around the reef and go, no, no, no. What I
I
had,
would,
I
I would,
envisioned.
I would. What I am envisaging is, really rural, really raw, old log fire where you get your guys chopping wood outside. I want that vibe.
But
The
don't you
hot
think there'll be some
chocolates
people
with.
who are upset about log fires because of the Clean Air Act?
Well, exactly, that's true. But yeah, that's true. Oh, I'll have to get a fake log fire then. Oh, damn. Yeah,
I
but
see,
is
I'm a
it
big
worse
fan of
than
a
the?
log fire,
I'm a big fan.
controversially.
I am a big fan of a log fire. I'm sorry, but I am. But also, as long as it's not toxic wood. Is it toxic wood?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not toxic. It's just, we can't be worse than all the cars on the roads. Come on. Jeez.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So that's a great idea. I think, when they do take over, let's just get Tuli's Tea in there. Let's get part of the community, don't you think? But that's
I
that.
mean, no.
Are you going to do any more like food festivals? Because you did a great, was it last year?
Oh, I do. So Taste of London, I'm not going to do anymore because it's turned into drinking in the Park of London.
Isn't it? Yes,
But
yes,
it has a little bit. It used to be a
yeah,
really good place to discover. It was almost like a hybrid selling show and trade show, but
yeah.
now it really is so corporate. And when you see massive stands going to promote tourism in various countries, I just felt it had changed.
Yeah, it
But
has.
I do fairs. I just, things like Burley, which I absolutely love. And what I love about doing shows like that is that
Mm.
then you see an uptick on the website of orders from those postcodes, whichever part of the UK you've done it in. And it's going to be my fourth year at Burley coming up this year. And I have people who come back every year and buy new presents for people. And it's just, I love all of that. But I'm a people person. I
Yeah,
really
you
like
are. Yes.
selling myself
Yeah.
to my customers. I love it. It's one of my most favorite things.
Yeah, you're
So I do.
brilliant at it. But what made you decide to do this? What
Well,
was it that
I was
inspired you? Because it's
teaching
just
yoga.
genius. I just love it. I love the packaging. I've got the tea
Yeah, I had
towels.
fun.
I've got the
I had
cups.
fun.
I've got the
Oh,
cup.
yes.
I've got the
Thank
cups. I've got
you.
the tea towel. I've got all the
All
teas.
the branding, I was like, merch, I've got
I'm
to make
keep.
merch. So
Yeah.
I was basically I was teaching yoga, and lots of people would come to you after class for advice about other aspects of health, mainly diet. And I knew what worked for me, but I wasn't in any way qualified to give that kind of advice. So I thought, okay, let me go and study nutrition. So I did a 3-year diploma in nutrition. And then halfway through my last year during nutrition, I did a herbal medicine module. I was like, oh shit, I should have done herbal medicine because I loved it so much. Because herbs, nutrition is great, but it's pretty basic, really. Eat more plants is essentially the rule. And of course, you can use nutrition therapeutically. I'm simplifying it a lot, but it's not rocket science. But herbs are truly magical. I mean, when you think of 75% of pharmaceuticals are derived from phytochemicals, and the reason that the plants are not necessarily more effective in immediately, but they're more effective in that they don't give you the side effects because they have the whole plant. Anyway, so then I went on to do a postgrad in herbal medicine. And one lecture, one of my professors said something like, oh, when you make bespoke teas for people, make sure that they're always lovely positive names because otherwise, and I was thinking about it. I was like, well, if I'm feeling really rageful, I don't want someone to give me a calming blend. That would annoy me. So I was like, um, anyway, but also at the time, someone in my family was going through a breakup, and so I made them a heartbreak tea,
I love that.
which was, herbs for the nerves, herb for the heart, and that's kind of what sparked the idea. So I made a heartbreak tea. I then made a hangover tea called Morning After the Night
Yes, I
Before,
love. Actually, I
and then
love that one. It's great. It's
and
fantastic.
they're very useful. Obviously, I can't make claims, but people do. I have several customers who buy a lot of Morning After online and say that they live by it, which is
Yeah,
obviously they're
it's
living
fantastic.
by
It is fantastic. It really is
and
fantastic.
it basically grew from there. And I felt that herbal tea can be so good. It's a very powerful way of taking herbs. And lots of people just see it as dusty old tea bags.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make herbal tea that would appeal to someone who wouldn't naturally reach for it. And so it went from there, really. And also, it's kind of my ethos, which is same as yoga, really. I feel that yoga is there to help me live my life to the fullest,
Great. Yes.
whatever that means, riding,
Yeah.
skiing, feeling strong in myself. And equally, my tea, I've got my hate the world, my fucking full, which is my digestive flame, all of the amazing food and feel less bloated afterwards,
Yeah.
or my get
Yes.
shit done, which is the biggest seller. So I just felt that I wanted to make almost a survival kit for modern life with my tea, and also just try and persuade people that it's not dusty, fusty, handstands on mountains, sanctimonious
Yeah.
crap.
Well, and it
I mean,
really
I'm
isn't. And
all
it's
about wellness, but
fabulous.
I hate the wellness industry in some ways. I think
Exactly.
it
It's kind of it's just kind of
demonizes
like
food.
it's kind of so punk wellness. Do you know what I mean? That's how it comes across. It becomes
Like,
not flowery and this. It's
so.
punk. And this is
And also, there's
why,
enough of those brands.
yeah.
I need to stick my head above the parapet
Yeah.
in a different way. And what I love about it is that people either absolutely love it, and then you get the odd person who will cross a field to tell me that I'm a Satanist. And I love it.
Oh, I know. You always get that one, but you've got to embrace it because at least they're thinking about it. At least they're thinking about you.
Exactly.
That
Exactly. I'd rather have a reaction than no
exactly.
reaction.
You promoted the reaction, you promoted the
Exactly.
conversation. That's success in itself, darling.
And
You
then
should have.
people say, but you're swearing. And I'm
Well,
like, everyone swears.
well, if
It's
next time,
okay.
next time someone comes to you and says you're promoting Satan, just turn around and go, "Yeah, your mother sucks cocks in hell." Just do that. Oh,
Then
God
they
forbid.
expect me to
Lord,
really
I'm
be
only joking.
offended.
I'm joking.
But the problem is I get so pleased when they tell me that they hate my brand, but they kind of are so wrong-footed by it. And I'm like, fantastic, you hate it. I love
I love that.
it.
Yeah, that's true. You need to get a reaction. No, we all love it. We all love it.
Exactly.
So you are going to Egypt. How can people book that? We'll put a link. We'll put a link on the podcast. So how can people
So
book that?
they can book it either
Through you?
DMing me on Instagram and then I put them in touch,
Yeah.
or through Ride Egypt themselves. But
Okay.
DMing me the intros is great.
Yeah.
But
And your handle for
there
Instagram.
for 3 weeks, and there's a variety of different trips within that week, those three
Okay.
weeks.
So
So
it's best that they DM you directly. So we'll put your Instagram handle. So your
that would be
I
perfect.
mean
And
I'm
also on Instagram, there's a load of amazing imagery that gives you a
yeah,
flavor of what to expect when you come and join
yeah,
the incredible trips. I mean, I've ridden since I was 4. I learned to ride in India, and I've ridden all over the world. And I have never ridden in landscapes as good as this.
no, I've seen the
B,
photo. Oh my God.
horses as
Yeah,
good as this. The horses are exceptional. And see, with people as lovely as this, really,
yeah.
it's a family and it's a community, and it's just, I mean, I barely need sleep because the energy there is so potent, which
Oh
makes me
my
sound like
God.
an but
No,
that's how
no,
I feel.
no, no. I love that. I love that. So the best handle, because you've got Tuuli Tea Instagram, so people can
So the best
also
handle for
for Tuuli Tea,
TBT for
but
TT, and
tea,
then this
but
is Tuuli.
yeah. And so this is Tuuli, which I know obviously, but we'll put that in the show notes. This is Tuuli, and they can go and they can DM you and they can
Absolutely.
say,
And then the
I
company that I do it with is Ride Egypt.
ride
Right,
Egypt. Okay.
exactly. And
Oh,
she's a brilliant British woman called M11, and she is just extraordinary. A woman running a business, or in I'm going to say this in such a patriarchal society as Egypt, and
yeah,
I think is she's an extraordinary woman,
yeah.
extraordinary.
I've got to ask you this because I ask all mine because I only have females on my podcast because it's called Timeless Women and you're on it because you're a timeless woman. In your line of business, it could have been, being a businesswoman with your tea, your modeling, anything. Have you ever experienced sexism? Have you ever experienced?
All the time,
Okay,
all
because
the
I think,
time,
yeah,
all the time. And sexism, and obviously as a model, was in some situations that if I had not been brought up in a different way, I probably would have had a tougher time navigating. I mean, I'll give you a great example of sexism. I had a terrible time with my boiler recently because it kept flooding. And the amount of people who came and looked at it and couldn't fix it. And I said to them every time, I was like, it floods when it rains. And they're like, it can't be that, it can't be that, it can't be that. Turns out the drain was blocked. And so it flooded when it rained. And literally, I could have saved myself 4 months of insane stress and quite frankly cold house if they had listened to me. But I genuinely think if I had not been a woman saying it, I think they would have listened to me.
if it had been a guy going,
But
no,
yeah,
yeah, they would have gone, oh, okay, but because you're a woman, how would you know? How do you know about boilers? Is that five? Yeah.
exactly. Whereas actually, thanks. I mean, I know AI is very controversial, as it should be, and we all have to be very careful in our use of it. But what I have found is it has given me quite a lot of autonomy, and I'm able to fix things. Like I will go through the steps with ChatGPT. I know it's terrible to fix an appliance before knowing whether I should call an
Oh,
engineer out.
see,
At
see,
Christmas, I fixed my washing machine,
no, can I
which
just
I
say
mean, broken,
this?
broken. I
No,
fixed it.
this is where I agree with AI. Obviously,
Yeah.
as an actor, voiceover actor, as a
Oh
musician,
no,
I'm
yeah,
never going to
absolutely.
agree with AI in that sense,
You
in
should
that
never.
capacity. But in this situation, I agree with AI when it can be useful and helpful. I mean,
Yeah.
they use AI in when there's a great AI machine or whatever you want to call it in surgery now that's the only thing that can fix a certain problem with the kneecap, and of course
Oh,
an actual surgeon will be there while they'll be
of
monitoring it,
course. Not too much. Just get on
but
with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't do the actual surgery because they
Amazing.
can't, it's that intricate that they can't do it, so they've
That's
developed this
fascinating.
they've developed this machine, it's AI, and amazing. I think when we use AI in the right way, it's
Oh,
amazing. It's
completely.
amazing, but we just have to have we have to monitor it. That's simple as
The
that. We just,
creatives and all
yeah,
of that, it's essential.
creatives,
It's essential.
it's essential that it has to be restrictions and, we have to, but we also really have to embrace it because it could be life-saving as well.
It can be
Yeah.
life-saving, and it does I've read one thing that it has made me more productive as
Mm,
well, because things I struggle with like if I have an awkward email to send someone
right.
because for whatever reason, if it's the getting started that I find as a
Yeah,
procrastinator
because you
very
don't
hard.
want, yeah, because you don't want to start off going, it's an awkward email because, this person sent you a bad email and calling you the devil for the tea. So you don't want to go, just fuck off. You want to get
Exactly,
AI
which is what
to
my
get, you want to get
exactly.
AI just to go,
Yeah, it
I'm
just
sorry.
starts it for
Yeah.
me, and it means I get on with it. Exactly, and it's a problem solver, but it's to be used with great caution and
Yeah.
with a healthy degree of respect and fear and trepidation
Yeah.
in the way. But yes, that's but
Yeah.
anyway, and so I do find it useful for fixing appliances,
That's
and I like the
amazing.
independent
I
stuff.
love that you've sorted your washing machine out. That's
Washing machine out,
brilliant.
and just sort it all out.
Isn't that
And also
genius?
my website. I use time. This is, I mean, this is okay. I guess it's another debate, but time was if something went wrong with my website, I'd call my web guys up to do it. But now I actually don't need them anymore,
So
which shows
you can actually go
because
into
I can
their,
fix it. Like, I
yeah,
can do it myself,
yeah,
which
that's so
is
good.
good and bad.
Well, do you know
Good for
what?
me,
Because
small business
your
because it saves
brain,
me money.
yeah, because your brain doesn't work that way. Neither does mine. I'm not technical, so I always
Uh,
have to rely on Mike to do technical stuff for me. Because some people are just naturally great at technical things and admin, and they can just go in and fix their own website by this and that, and they don't have to call up the web guy anyway because they can kind
exactly,
of do it. But if
exactly.
your brain doesn't work that way, I could never do anything like that. Oh, what? So then, yeah, it is useful. It's
Yeah, and
useful for
actually, I'm
those things.
building my own website for yoga and these retreats, and that I would never have done, never attempted.
Yeah,
And it's taking me time.
yeah. Doesn't
I'm doing it
matter.
by myself
That's
because
really
it's
impressive. Yeah,
doing
that's
step by
great.
step, and
That's really good.
you know,
I might have to start
so
thinking about, yeah, change my website over because it's getting more expensive every year. They're just saying, oh, now it's going to cost you this. I'm like, oh, what? Can maybe just do it myself. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to
honestly,
think about that. Yeah, no.
into
Yeah, because we also,
the
it's
way I do
just,
it. I was like, talk to me like I'm an idiot, and this is my first time ever doing it because it is. How
yeah,
do I do this? It
yeah.
takes me through step by step, and I manage it because it simplifies it.
Oh, so good. I love
Yeah.
that. That's really, really good.
Independence.
Yeah, it does. There you go.
Doing things ourselves.
Yeah, it's exactly, it just absolutely gives you independence. But let's hope,
Yeah.
yeah, but let's hope they just keep those restrictions and put
Or rather, put in
legalities
some
around it.
restriction.
Yeah. I just heard actually, my friend was telling me today that some guy on YouTube who does all this amazing content, and he's got millions of views and he's got millions of subscribers, and a well-known AI company. So there are companies out there with morals. A well-known AI company said to him, well, we want to buy your identity, because they could have just stolen it, right? That's what everyone's worried about, is AI stealing things and they can
Yeah.
copy things. So they could have just done that and they could have gone their own way. And they've said to this guy, he's super popular, we want to buy your identity for £1 billion. I'd sell my identity.
It sounds like
But
an
I thought,
Austin Powers villain. A
doesn't it?
billion pounds.
1 billion.
Bloody
I went, a billion. The £1 billion. They're buying his identity. So I'd be like, because you can just create another identity. It's this identity that he's created
wow.
on
No
YouTube.
way.
And I'm like,
Wow.
I'd sell my identity for £1 billion. You just, yes, just create another identity.
Wow. Yeah,
I mean, who wouldn't? But what I was impressed with was that this is a company
they
that
are.
is well known. It's all they do everything AI, and well known company, and which I can't remember the name, but apparently they're well known. So they could have been really snidey, and they could have just taken it anyway and just slightly tweaked it or whatever and done it and stolen it, and they didn't. So that gave me hope. I thought, oh, that's good. That's hopeful.
That is hopeful
Mm.
in, yeah, a world, a somewhat, or not even somewhat, a very lawless world of
Yeah,
AI, because it is lawless.
it is.
The worlds
Well,
of social media and AI are lawless.
well,
They are no checks and balances
oh
as
my
there should
God.
be.
No, definitely not. But look at the world that
A
we're in. It's
whole
it's so different a decade ago. I mean, we are in a different world
mental.
now, which is
Yeah.
more important than ever to do yoga, to do things like yoga and to experience these beautiful trips in Egypt, horse riding and yoga. I think now we really have to look into ourselves, because we can't do much else. You know, the world's just gone crazy.
Exactly. And come to live music and
Live
be
music,
part of
absolute
in
experiences.
real life communities, experiences. And that's, think of
Not
how you feel
TikTok,
after
not watching TikTok all the time,
exactly
these
be
music things
there,
on TikTok.
immersed. Exactly. And that's why what you do is also just so important, because
Yes, I
you give people
agree it is.
that.
Yeah. I love you, Tuuli. I love
I
you.
love you.
I can't wait
Thank
to
you
see you
so much.
properly.
I'm very, very honored to be on your podcast. So
Oh,
thank
I'm very honored to have you.
you.
Bye, gorgeous.
Bye.
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 Mwah. And that's it for this week. Isn't Tuuli great? I absolutely love her. See links in the show notes to follow her account, Tuuli Tea. It's amazing. Thanks as always to Delilah, our collaborators. They're an amazing cruelty-free cosmetic brand who I absolutely love. And you can get 15% off your purchase with the code TIMELESS15. Plus also check out Nimble Cares. They have ethical cleaning products, which are amazing. It's all about being cruelty-free on this show. See you next Tuesday. Bye.